everybody. Welcome back to another Conversation with the Commissioner. My name is Lindsay Weaver, State Health Commissioner here at the Department of Health, and I'm here with Madison Chrysler, who is our program coordinator over our cardiometabolic program. I didn't get that right.
What is it?
Cardiovascular program, which is a really good thing for us to talk about because it is American Heart Month. It is February, and as you can see here, we are at the gym. People are working out here, right here behind us. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about the cardiovascular program?
Yeah, so basically it's a national program. It's the National Cardiovascular Program, and we have it in the state of Indiana. And so what we do is we fund 8 different health systems throughout the state of Indiana, and all of them are federally qualified or community health centers. And so they're kind of nonprofits, and we focus on the quality improvement of each of these health systems, basically trying to improve the number of patients that they have that have hypertension and high cholesterol.
And physical activity is a really important part of that, right? So I think we've been trying to talk a lot about prevention, right? So nutrition, physical activity, how all of these things, not just medications, but can make your heart better and help with your cardiovascular health. I hear you're also a trainer, is that right?
Yes, I am a certified personal trainer.
Awesome. Well, you know, a lot of people ask, are all cardio, is it the same, whether you're running, walking, biking, you're on the elliptical? Are they all good for you, or what's the difference?
All movement is good movement, but there are 2 different kind of classifications of movement, and it's based off intensity, really. And so we've got moderate intensity physical activity or exercise, and then we've got vigorous. And so basically, if you're doing moderate or kind of a medium intensity, then you're just going to want to do more of it, versus if you're doing vigorous, you're not going to need as much. But all forms of movement is good movement.
That's awesome. And what about weightlifting? Is weightlifting helpful?
Yeah. Okay. So weightlifting has tons of benefits as well. And you're going to want to get at least 2 days a week of weightlifting in per major muscle group.
Perfect. Anything else you want our listeners to know about?
Any movement is good movement, and lifestyle is going to be the best place to start.
That's awesome. So you heard it here. Get out there, get moving. It doesn't matter if it's just starting for a walk, go a little bit longer on your walk with the dog, or if you're hitting a gym like this and trying out some equipment, whatever it is better than nothing. So just get moving. So it's so fitting as we are talking about American Heart Month that we are here in our brand new gym at the Department of Health. Well, lots of new equipment in here, and we're really excited about it. So tell me a little bit more. So we have some pretty intimidating weightlifting equipment, and then we have a bunch of yoga mats and some more space for weightlifting. But when we talk about cardiovascular health, what exactly are we talking about?
Yeah, cardiovascular health is kind of a broad topic, but we're talking about, you know, blood pressure, cholesterol, and just your overall like cardiometabolic health and how your body kind of works and how hard your heart works.
And so what is weightlifting? How does that specifically affect your cardiovascular health?
So it's kind of a roundabout way. Everything is connected. So weightlifting is going to help by kind of decreasing your lean or decreasing your overall fat mass, increasing that lean muscle mass. And so then that's going to help kind of your body burn more calories, be stronger, be able to do things longer in life. And it's also going to get your heart pumping. It's going to make it work a little better as well.
Awesome. So I do weight lift several days a week, but I'm also sharing with you that I love yoga. I actually do a combo yoga Pilates, so I think I get a little bit of cardiovascular in there with my yoga. But yoga is so important, especially as we start to age. So tell us more about that.
Yeah. So we want to do at least 2 days a week of some sort of stretching mobility training. And yoga is great because it adds in a little bit of balance work as well. And then as you age, as you get closer to 65 and older, you're going to want to add in a 3rd day a week at a minimum. We want to try to recommend at least increasing that as you age.
So awesome. So everybody, this is available for you here at the Department of Health. Come down, check out the equipment. You have lots of people like Madison who'd be more than happy to help show you around, and especially how to use this guy back here, which looks intimidating, but it's really great for safety, and lots of different things that you can do on this machine. All right, we were just looking at the really complicated, cool, awesome weightlifting machine, but you don't have to be that complicated. You can just keep it simple with lifting free weights. So as the 3 of us are gonna be working out here with our free weights, Madison's gonna tell us a little bit more about why it's so important to really, you know, there's certain muscles you think about, especially people like all of us that have desk jobs.
Right. So when we're talking about our main muscle groups, we're going to think of our chest, our leg muscles, so the fronts, our quads, the back of our legs, like our hamstrings, and then even our back muscles. And so a lot of times we're sitting at our desks, we're doing everything in front of us. You know, we're driving, we're typing, we're writing, and our back muscles are easily forgotten. And so doing any sort of back exercises, you know, maybe it's a row, maybe it's going to maybe a bent over fly where you're kind of bringing your arms back. It's important to make sure that we're working on those back muscles as well. They're easily forgotten.
All right, so make sure that you stay strong, and then also, like we talked about, also very important to stretch.
Yeah.
Well, we've learned a lot today about American Heart Month and cardiovascular health. What's one more thing that you'd like everybody to know?
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway is just remember that there's a difference between physical activity and exercise. So physical activity is any movement that you're doing. You know, physical activity includes vacuuming, gardening, anything like that. And exercise is going to be the things that you think of in the gym, where we're doing structured and repetitive movements. They're all great, but they do provide different benefits. So
okay, so a little bit of both, right? So your gardening and your vacuuming do count, but also try to get some exercise in, right? Whether it's walking, running, elliptical, etc., weightlifting,
strength
yoga,
training.
strength training, all the stuff that we've talked about. Thank you so much. It is February, and I know it's cold outside, but you know, you can do it. There's lots of different ways to get this activity in, and it's so important for your health and for your heart. And my final plug will be, as an emergency medicine physician, also make sure that you get your CPR training. You never know, you're going to have an opportunity to save a life. Thanks, everybody.